Boom, 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 ratata. Welcome back to another episode of Career Corner, our nation room, our main man, the big dog from Durban, the guy that nobody wants to mess with. At first, I was afraid of this guy first time I saw him, but I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to let him talk about what he does, and he's going to introduce himself and let you guys know what he does. Sir, please take it away.
Yeah, well, my name is Anwar Khan, but everybody around the world know me as Dog, D-O-G-G.
Yes, sir.
My profession, brother, I'm an international celebrity protector. Been doing it for 25 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You have all around the world, yeah.
International celebrity protector. We're going to get to that. Okay, cool. Can you just backtrack, because you've been doing it for 25 years? How did you get into the whole, because to me, there's a difference between like a bodyguard and what you do than a security guard. I want people to get that out of the way, because people don't get it. I want us to differentiate those two things. How did you get into international service protection?
Yeah, basically, an international celebrity protector is one of the divisions of the protection industry. First, you become a bodyguard, and then once you're a bodyguard, you train. Basically, you train, and it's a different outfits that will make you operate in a different profession in the bodyguarding industry. If I put a suit on, then I'm a VIP protector in that suit.
Yes, sir.
And if you see me in basically maybe plain clothes or a golf shirt or the way you see me now, then most of my time I'm working with international celebrities or our local celebrities. If you see me in full gear, I'm also performing the protective task, where you'll see me in full gear, bulletproof vest, earpieces, a rifle in my hand. That's also still in the same protective industry. Okay,
cool. So now, how did you get into? Because like, when you actually got to live a dream. Because when we're kids, we want to grow up and do things that are adventurous like that, but we just never things happen. How did you actually get into the field that you're in?
Yeah, it was always my dream to go into law enforcement. When I was little, my granddad used to call me Poisa. I looked up to that dream. And as soon as I finished matric, I went into law enforcement. I was a policeman. I worked. And
so you started off by being Ziyash. So you started off by being a police officer first, and then how did the steps you took?
Yes, and then I went into the security industry, and then I took it up. I went into the bodyguarding industry, and then I went into the international bodyguarding industry, and now I specialize mostly on the international celebrity protection. I work overseas, and I work in South Africa.
Your Instagram page says it all, brother. Like anybody with eyes can see. You must go to this man's Instagram page. You will see what we're talking about. So now, tell me, brother. A kid who's watching this and now they probably are doing matric, or they're finishing matric, or they're at home right now. They want to get into the field that you are in. What steps should they take besides just having a matric certificate? What steps should they take? The mindset they should have to do the work that you do, because it's very serious. I've seen you around. It's very, very serious. You don't play games when it comes to doing your job. You know what I mean? What steps can you take to use? Yeah,
I think step one is that first of all you got to develop a passion for what you want to do. Anything that you want to build a career on, first of all you got to identify whether you have a passion for it. And if you have a passion for protection by nature, to be a protector by nature, and then you'll become a protector by trade. Once you develop that passion, then you know now. Then you're gonna research and decide what type of training is required. Exactly like every other profession, there's got to be proper training, proper skill sets. You got to go out and continuously train and upgrade your skills and your skill set. And then you got to put yourself out in the market to get the practical side of all your training. Once you do the practical side of it, and then you aim at being a specialist and a profession in what you're doing. Don't take no chances. Make sure that you're serious about this particular trade. This is a trade that is, I always like to boast about it and say it's a most powerful discipline of the protection industry in the world. Not the military, not the police force. Every king, every president has a bodyguard. So it is the highest form of protection in the world. So when you choose this kind of career, you need to know that you are choosing something that you're really going to work on becoming a specialist in this field. And a lot of youngsters, you can make it in this industry. It makes a lot of money for you. I've built my fortunes on just being who I am. Every time you see me working. You don't see me sitting in an office and I have people working for me. I'm always a lead man on my job. I'm always a lead bodyguard. And that's why most clients, they choose me, because I'm always number one.
Yo, that's crazy. Like, so you can't be just, I know I'm just gonna get in this thing because it seems like it's an easy buck and you get to hang with celebrities. You mustn't have that mindset. When you're there, it's work, 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 work.
That's it. You know, it's basically preservation of life. There's two things why we protect people. One is preservation of life, and the other is, especially with the international celebrity, we protect their image. We make sure that everything regarding the image is being protected. So that means you yourself has got to have a high image of yourself, because you're an accessory to a celebrity, basically a big accessory, like how the woman will put a necklace on and put bangles and carry a bag. So that's what we are to the celebrity in celebrity protection. So you yourself, you got to be
an accessory of life, because that's between what it is. Because you see sometimes, let's say like an AKA or an SSC pulls up, and then obviously the fans are going to be like, but you guys are like, yo, take it easy, guys, and then so that things can be done accordingly.
But brother, most important is that you got to understand that you got to be in the now, meaning that you know that if I put any protector next to Chris Brown, he's going to lose control. That guy, that particular bodyguard I put there is going to lose control, because he's going to get so excited, he's going to get overwhelmed, he's going to be all over the show. So, you know, you got to be able to maintain that kind of stature. You got to have that kind of discipline. You got to know that I'm always exposed to a lot of alcohol. I'm exposed to a lot of women. I'm exposed to a lot of things that can destroy the image. But you as a protector, you got to make sure that you remain focused. You know, even if you know, less smiling.
That's true. Like, trust me, I've seen. So tell me, if let's say I just wanna do what you do, are there institutions that I can go study at? If you can maybe drop a few, and then are you as well offering classes for people who want to do the kind of work that you do as well? Because I've never, like, I know that people do it, but it's not like a normal thing that you go and say, I'm sitting down in university and I'm studying. And this with like the police force, I know there's sectors of the government you can go and train to be a police officer. But when it comes to bodyguard and especially you, because you took it up a notch with international celebrity protection, is there like schools that I can go study at? And how long does it take for me to maybe get like a certificate or qualification to say, okay, cool, now I can actually go and work. I can open my own business, or I can come and approach you and say, hey, listen, I've got this certificate. Can you give me a job?
You know, the good thing about being a bodyguard is that you go to a training school that trains you to become a bodyguard. And the price at the moment is like plus minus 60,000 Rand for a 6 weeks course. And I always say that, you know, the only reason why it's so highly priced is because it keeps it to a certain elite, and to see how serious you are in making a career out of the bodyguarding industry. And the best part about having that qualification, it means that you can immediately become a businessman, because one bodyguard assigned to one particular person means that you can invoice that person and you can start operating as a business. You don't need to work for somebody. As long as you are a registered bodyguard, you have an entity that is registered and you belong to that entity, and that entity is registered with the Private Security Industry Regulation Authority. And then you will find yourself immediately, you become a businessman. And then you'll find other clients, and then you can also recruit other registered bodyguards into your entity, and you can manage and place those bodyguards into other clients. It is not a difficult career. it is a very committed and dedicated and a full 24-hour round-the-clock type of a career. And you can make it. And if you have all the time, if you're young, I'm 25 years now in the industry. And for 25 years, I am still working. I'm still an operative in the industry. And and I'm still doing what I've done consistently at the same high standard that I've done when I first started 25 years ago.
Wow, that's incredible, bro.
And I think, brother, you understand. You knew when I done the first international bodyguarding seminar in Durban.
Yes. Like a few years back, I remember. Yes.
That was the first international bodyguarding seminar that was held on the whole continent of Africa. The reason why I done that is to bring a whole lot of bodyguards and people that want to become bodyguards. And I done a 3-day seminar. And in that seminar, if you go through my Instagram pages, you will see the amount of information that I've given would-be potential bodyguards. And they attest to it, and they tell you that they've been to so many training centers. They've never, ever were exposed to this kind of training that they had during the 3-day seminar. So we'll be continuing doing those seminars. It's a pity that it's during the lockdown now. Else now in July, we would have had a 5-day seminar, and we would have exposed more of our guys to it, and we would have recruited more guys. And I'm telling you guys, the sky is the limit. I've traveled all over the world. I've traveled more cities in the United States than a normal US citizen through international celebrity protection. You know, I've toured on the KOD tour with J. Cole, Young Thug, Jaden Smith, and Earth Gang, over 33 cities in the whole United States. So, and I mean, for me to work in Madison Square Garden, it is every bodyguard's dream in the whole world to work at Madison Square Garden, the 25,000 indoor seater. You know, so what I'm saying to all the young people out there and the bodyguards that are going to listen to this is that take your career to another level. This is the only commodity that belongs to you. You're the only driver of this thing. There is nobody that can manage you. You are self-managed. So work on you, train you, skill you. I done all my training overseas because I wanted to match up that any celebrity that lands on the continent of Africa, his protector is not going to tell me that he's been trained in the States, because I've been trained in the States.
Yes.
So I've matched any level of the world, any protector in the world.
Okay, so basically, wait, let me just step back. You just said something very important. You just said you've been trained in the States, meaning, meaning not only you got to a certain level, you didn't get comfortable. You didn't just sit and say, okay, I have this thing now, and then that's it. You kept on elevating yourself and learning new things. Basically, I feel like that's what you're saying.
So sorry, brother, I lost you there.
No, you were saying that.
Question, bro?
Okay, you were saying that you've been trained in the States. What I'm picking up from what you're saying is this: don't get comfortable and say, okay, I've got this certificate now, I've registered with this board, and then that's it. Let me just relax, and the jobs are going to start. You have to constantly, going back to what you were saying before, that you have to constantly keep elevating yourself, training yourself. Basically, that's what pretty much you're saying. You mustn't get comfortable now and say, hey, I've made it, I'm a bodyguard now, I'm going to bodyguard Chris Brown or whoever comes to South Africa. That's it. There's always levels, there's always something you can do as a bodyguard in regards with your training, and just for your mind to be sharp as well.
That's exactly what I'm saying, is that you can continuously upgrading and upskilling yourself. The training that I done in the States was after being in the industry for 20 years. And after protecting over plus minus 68 or 70 international celebrities, I still went out to still seek more knowledge and more training. And that's incredible. I was at the age of 50 when I went to do that training. So there's no age. You keep yourself fit, you keep yourself nice and smart, you keep yourself clean, and you maintain that image. And you must know that the clients are going to choose you. They're going to choose you.
Yes, sir.
And I can proudly say I'm the most expensive celebrity protector in the world.
Wow! Not just in South Africa.
It means you have a lot of money.
So it's not just in South Africa.
No.
Okay, good. And then tell me some of the challenges that as a bodyguard you face, like I would say day to day or whatever, challenges that you face in your field, like right now, the things that are obstacles that people should be vigilant of, should look out for, so that they don't fall in certain traps and stuff like that. What can you say those things are?
I think when you become a bodyguard, one thing you must master is that, for instance, for me, for 25 years, I've never drawn my gun. And I don't think you've ever read a report where you heard that I was involved in a fight or a confrontation. It's simply because all my planning, my pre-planning, everything is done to the T. And that when I work, I present a strength of force, and I work with proper professionalism, that I don't have to ever have a confrontation with nobody. People know exactly where they stand. When they see me, they know the deal. And that's how it is, you know, And if you work towards that kind of professionalism, you would not have to even pick up a punch. You would not have to even enter into any confrontation. I've never drawn my gun as a bodyguard for 25 years.
Yes, sir. Wow, that's incredible. So meanings, like, that's how serious your work is. If you do it to that level of seriousness, people are just going to respect it and say, hey, listen, this guy is doing his thing. Just like I've seen you in a couple of events we've been together, doing your thing. I've never even seen you. I'll just see you walking like, hey, dude, my cameraman, I'll tell you, like, moving aside, these men are working here, which is very, very incredible. And we salute you for that, brother.
Yeah. And to answer some of the questions, the question of having to experience obstacles, you are going to experience obstacles, but you need to put that in your stride. Those obstacles, they got to be in your stride. You got to know that sometimes a celebrity, all he wants to do is go to Gateway and get something at the store. And when you come to Gateway, then next minute the whole of Gateway erupts. And then you've got 10,000, 12,000 people that are actually rushing you. If you see what happened to Chris Brown when we went to Gateway. I remember. Where Chris Brown shuts biggest mall in SA down. It's because, you understand, he just decided, I want to go here. And when you get there, but you got to deal with it at that particular moment, and only experience, professionalism, and you got to know exactly why you're in this industry and how to deal with these things when you do reach these situations. So, and I want to say to all my fellow bodyguards that are out there, the gym is not a training center. So if you think you're going to the gym and you're getting as huge as ever and big muscles, that don't make you a bodyguard, brother. And a bouncer, you are not a bodyguard. You are not a celebrity protector. You are not if you're a bouncer and people are using you in a club to bounce people and to control crowds, that does not make you a bodyguard. The size of a man does not constitute the level of profession of a bodyguard. You got to train and upskill yourself. That is what I want, the message I want to give to most people. Continue training, learn the dynamics relating to what makes a person a professional bodyguard, and then you will go to levels that you will understand. And yes, you got to maintain a proper physique. So stay in the gym, but understand that the gym alone will not make you a bodyguard.
Oh, okay. Because I just thought, you guys just go to the gym and then that's it. Because ignorant me, there's a lot of things you've said there, brother, that is very, very much informative. Before we cut off this thing, anything you want to add? Because I think you've said a lot, and it's going to take time for you to digest it. Anything you want to add that you feel like you may have forgotten about the career of being a bodyguard?
What I really want to add is that our country, South Africa, get into this industry. It is a powerful industry. The ministers are protected. The councillors are protected. The mayors are protected. The deputy presidents, they're protected. The rich and the famous is getting protected. Corporate chiefs, they're being protected. It is a powerful industry. It is a good industry. It is a lucrative industry. It is an industry that can make you millions and millions of rands. I can tell you, if you know me and you look through my Instagram, you will see the fortune that I have. And I have gained that through becoming a bodyguard, from being a bodyguard and making the bodyguarding industry my business, where I go and I work and I earn that money, and I travel and I earn that money. So I want you guys to really get involved in it and go after this career. It is a good career. It is a wonderful career. And at the same time, it'll teach you life skills, and it'll teach you how to protect yourself, protect your family, protect the people around you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and if I was young, I was going to say, recruit me, then just put me under your company, make me like your mini bodyguard there. I'll protect you, while you protect the rest of the world. I know, Victor. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I hope the people who are watching this can take something away from this thing. Maybe it's not you, maybe it's your friend, maybe it's your uncle or whoever is watching that needs to get this information. Please share it with them. The information is on YouTube. Our page is popping up and down here. We're archiving all our videos on YouTube after we're done with them. So we'll be doing this one as well. Sir, before you go, you know our slogan. Before you go, can you just say one more time? Ratata, career corner, ratata.
Ratata, career corner, ratata.
Okay. Ratata, one nation, ratata.
Sure.
Number one, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you and bless up.
Thank you. Peace and stay safe, brother.
Thank you, brother. And cut. We out.